Hi everyone and welcome back to our Aussie citizenship videos. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you watch the first one we released. It will tell you about the test structure and requirements, and also everything that you need to know about part 1. In the description, you'll find the link to part 1 and also the link to a vocabulary game with all the words you need to know to take this test. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great videos to learn English and some cool things about life in Australia. Now, back to our citizenship test. At the citizenship ceremony, you'll be pledging to share Australia's democratic beliefs and respect its rights and liberties. It's very important to understand what that means. So let's break it down. We'll start with our democratic beliefs. Australia's system of government is a parliamentary democracy. That means the power comes from the people. And by people, we mean all of us. You vote for someone, a politician, to represent you in Parliament. And these politicians should give voice to your will and ideas in your district, state, or territory. Basically, democracy should all be about the people's voice, our voice. Now, one of our core beliefs is the rule of law. It means that everyone, no matter who they are, is equal under the law. That includes government officials, community leaders, business people, and even the police. No one is above the law in Australia. Our next big belief is living peacefully. We believe that change should happen in a peaceful way, like discussions and democratic processes. We don't believe in violence as a way to change someone's mind or the law. We prefer to sort things out with respectful conversations. See, respect is a big deal in Australia. We believe that every single individual, regardless of their background, deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. It doesn't matter if you're from a different race, country, gender, sexual orientation, religion, or anything else. We're all equal under Australian law. So there you have it. Australia's democratic beliefs are all about people power, the rule of law, peaceful living, and respect for everyone. All right, now let's talk about our freedoms. Freedom of speech and freedom of expression are fundamental values in Australia and are the foundation of our democratic system. It means that people have the right to say, write, or draw what they think, discuss their ideas with others, criticise the government, peacefully protest against government decisions, and ask for changes in the law, as long as they respect Australian laws in the process. Another important freedom is freedom of association, which is the right to form and join associations to pursue common goals, or to choose not to join any. Australians have the right to meet with others to protest against government actions or organisations, but such meetings must be peaceful and must not cause harm to anyone or damage property. The last of our freedoms is freedom of religion. Australia is a diverse country with people from different religions and beliefs. While Australia has a Judeo-Christian heritage and public holidays on Christian days, the government and the law treat all citizens equally, regardless of their religion or their beliefs. The Australian government is secular, which means that it operates independently from any religion, and there is no official national religion. People in Australia are free to follow any religion of their choice or choose not to follow any, as long as their religious practices are not against Australian law. So in summary, while we enjoy the freedoms of speech, expression, association, and religion in Australia, it's crucial to remember that these freedoms come with responsibility to respect the law and the freedoms of others. Next on our list is the concept of equality. In Australia, we have laws in place to make sure that everyone is treated with respect and fairness, regardless of their gender, race, disability, or age. Let's start with gender equality. Men and women have the same rights in Australia, and it's against the law to discriminate against someone based on their gender. Now, that means everyone deserves the same opportunities and treatment regardless of the gender they identify with. But it's not just about gender. Australians believe in equal opportunity and a fair go for everyone. We value hard work, talent, and effort rather than wealth or background as the determining factors for success. We want to make sure that there are no formal class distinctions in our society so that everyone has a chance to succeed. Becoming an Australian citizen comes with both responsibilities and privileges, meaning that you will have some great rights, but you will also have to do something in return. Let's start with our duties or responsibilities. First up, obviously, is to obey the laws of Australia. Our government makes laws to keep our society safe and free, and as citizens, we all have to follow them. Number 2, voting. In Australia, voting is not just a right, it's a responsibility. If you're a citizen and 18 or over, you have to vote in federal and state or territory elections, and also in referendums. It's your chance to have a say on how Australia is run and shape its future, but also you may be fined if you don't. So it's good to vote for a reason or another. Number 3, defending Australia. Joining the army is optional and voluntary, but it's our responsibility as citizens to step up and defend our nation if needed. We're all about protecting our way of life and coming together in times of need. Last on our list is jury duty, meaning that the government could ask you to be part of a jury in court, the people who decide whether someone is guilty of a crime or not. Don't worry, you don't need any special qualifications for that. You'll only need your opinion and your common sense. We do it just to make sure that our court system is fair and just. Let's talk about the other cool stuff now, our privileges. First up, if you're interested, you can apply for a job in the Australian Public Service and work for the Australian government. This includes administrative jobs, but also entering the Australian Defence Force like the Army, Navy, or Air Force. But hey, if you're feeling really ambitious, you can also try to become a politician and be elected to Parliament. This one, though, can only happen if you're 18 or over and not a citizen of any other countries. As an Australian citizen, you also have the right to live in this beautiful country. Plus, you can apply for an Australian passport and travel overseas and back without worrying about visas. Now that's pretty cool, right? Another privilege as an Australian citizen is that when you're abroad, you've got some backup. If you need help while you're overseas, government officials can help you in difficult situations, such as war, protests, or natural disasters. They can even issue you an emergency passport if you do end up needing one. Oh, and here's a big one for all you parents or future parents out there. If your child is or was born overseas, you can apply for them to become an Aussie citizen too. This is called citizenship by descent, meaning that they can get it simply because they are the child of an Australian citizen. Simple as that. Now, something really important in Australia is to show that you participate in Australian society and that you are an active citizen. Let's look at what we mean by that and how we can do that in practical terms. First, you can start by getting involved in initiatives around you. You can join your local neighbourhood or community organisations, volunteer for social and community work, or even join an arts or cultural group. And hey, if you're into politics, we already said that you can take that path as an Aussie citizen. So just take your pick. Now let's talk taxes. Yeah, I know taxes might not be the most exciting topic, but they're important. You see, paying taxes is how you directly contribute to the Australian community, and it's also required by law. Taxes are collected by the Australian Taxation Office, ATO for short, from the money you earn, whether it's from a job or business or investments. As I'm sure you know, taxes help provide the services we enjoy as Aussies, so you do get something in return at least. Alright guys, that's it for me for today. Part 2 is done. I'll see you all very soon for part 3, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for lots more videos about learning English and living in Australia. Cheers guys!